Hey, hi, hello, good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Konbanwa. Bonjour, bonsoir. Guten Tag, guten Morgen, guten Abend. Buenos dias, buenos noches. Annyeonghaseyo. Early morning streaming yet again. Still. And again. It's never stopped. And it never will stop. It can't be stopped. Certainly not by the likes of me. Yes. So, kind of going through random game week. That's not a week. It's a handful of days that has shifted a few times as we added more games. So it's random game 12 odd days, not including the weekends. Right? Catchy. Fits on a t-shirt. Today's game brought to you by viewer Monty Python. The real Monty Python. Yume Nikki, which is one that I was under the impression this is a nightmare game. The name is Nightmare Nikki. My Japanese is at least good enough for Yume, right? Which I believe is Nightmare. So I remember this. I heard about it in passing. It's like something that I don't know, that would have been popular on 4chan. But yeah, it's a game, and it's certainly random. And it's gonna be different, right? It's nice to have a little bit of variety. So far in this sort of mishmash of random games being played, Binding of Isaac, Rain World, and Hollow Knight have all been covered up at this point in time. Today's Yume Nikki, still in the queue to be played. Pharaoh Plus, Cthulhu Saves the World, Pool of Madness, Unread Messages, Death Machine, Maniac, and Dwarf Fortress. Good morning and good luck. Thank you, the real Monty Python. Thank you for being the first enter to prompt up the chat. I've done something different with chat, hopefully to fix the problems I had with chat just sometimes not appearing on the stream. I reserve the right to continue to tweak it. I'm not overly enamored with how it looks, but you know, we'll figure it out. It's not that important. Dwarf Fortress. With Yume and Nikki being a role playing game, I started a tiny bit early because sometimes RPGs need a little bit of need to get a little bit of air into them before they start to be something you can actually move around with. I'll do the same thing with Dwarf Fortress, right? That's one of the other games I know anything about. I think Cthulhu Saves the World is also an RPG, so it might be the same thing. But I'll try to give it a little bit earlier with that just to give it a fair shake. I don't think it's going to be, too prejudicial. But just putting a little bit of time into it. But some of the games, I think Pharaoh Plus, I think it's just a platformer, right? So, you can kind of figure out what that is out pretty quickly, versus an RPG, which you actually have to, let the game unfold, let them narrate, let them sort of get you into the game loop, into the game proper, right? If there is even a loop in Yume Nikki, I don't know. But without further ado, there's been a lot of ado at the moment. Let's fire it up. I did not have it up and running for two main reasons. One, I love the splash screen on this. And two, the title loop is like, I'm not a musical dude, but I don't know. It's like 6 beats. It's a tight loop, right? It's on top of you. So here we go. Let's fire it open. No controller support. I love the Enterbrain logo. Katakawa. Something wrong? Okay, so it's working, kind of. The up key is not working though. Why would the up key not work? It wasn't doing this before, but this 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, not a musician, but what is it? That's a waltz, right? This is a waltz or a minuet. It's short. There's not a lot going on to it. This is a fan game. I think this is made in a game making software. But anytime the Enterbrain logo comes up, I get giddy. I'm gonna close this window and try it again and see if the keyboard is. Are we doomed from the start? I tested it last night just to get the size on the screen right. Yeah, I have no idea why it's doing that. That doesn't necessarily bode well. Alright, let's not worry about it. Let's just get into it. How to play. Bedroom, get in bed. Dream world. Pinch your cheek with the number key 9. Got it. Bedroom, get in bed. Dream world, pinch your cheek, number key 9. Here we go. Or is this actually an RPG? By examining certain spots, you acquire a new effect to use, the enter key. After using one of these effects, your appearance will change from the menu. You can get rid of these effects in the room of doors, number key 5. Should I be writing this shit down? This is, Alright, hold on. I'm gonna take notes here. I am already lost. We are seconds in. Alright, so pinch cheek is number 9. Number 9. Examine is enter, right? Easy enough. And then, okay. Room of doors is number 5. Alright. You can save the game by waking up and checking the desk. Okay, Dream Diary. Fine, I understand how to save video games. Yes, something is making this mad. It is insisting on going up. There is nothing hooked up here as far as what is going on here. All right, close and restart. What is going on? There's nothing touching my keyboard. And the game just crashes. Again, the downside to doing, like, why are you doing this? Why on earth is this happening? No, don't. It's just walking straight up no matter what I do. I am not pressing any keys. No keys are being pressed. The ultimate problem with doing these games randomly is they're never tested. At least not for me. All right. Good thing it started early. Yume. Nikki. Steam. Up. I don't know. If you fucking can't move up or down. I've seen this posted a bunch of times. Steam input forced on. Okay. So this is a known problem. Go into Yume Nikki's properties by right-clicking on it in the Steam library, and then the General tab, set Steam input to forced on. Okay. Properties. Controller. Actually, it does have... Alright. Let's try this then. Disable Steam input. Disable Steam input. We'll try that. Is that going to do it for us? I can tell you right now it doesn't. All right. All right. You've used default settings because there's not a lot of options here. Like what they're posting in this chat here is In the general settings, click Steam input to forced on. Properties. General. I don't have Steam input to forced on. There is a controller section, so now we'll choose use default settings. Same thing. Yeah, up won't. Up doesn't do anything, only down does something. I'm assuming this is not part of the game. Alright. Properties. Enable Steam input. How that's going to rectify itself with like pressing like 9 and 5 on the keyboard, I don't know. Does that actually do it though? I mean, that seems promising. Do we have this? And it works. Okay. Answer to your question. If you run into that, then tell it to enable Steam input, but then still use the keyboard. All right. So go to bed. I guess we can't leave this room, right? That's kind of the point. Famed Tendo game, Nassau. A game where you jump and grab the falling. Oh, the Nasu. A game where you jump and grab the falling eggplant. Got it. So Nasu being eggplant. Yep, let's do it. I love game within a game. Oh, you actually have to jump to get it. The fake Famicom NES game inside of the game has a longer title screen loop, has like a longer theme tune than the game itself. There's something to be said about that. I don't know exactly what it would be. Okay, I refuse to have this much difficulty doing this. We will grab this goddamn eggplant. Let's go. Like, is it just you have to get it at the height of your jump? Here we go. Here we go. Here. Get on it. Get on your horse. Eggplant. Eggplant. Run. Eggplant. Come on. All right. Yes, hold escape to quit. All right. It's like a Famicom twin? What is that? What Famicom is that? What, further research is required. We go to the desk and look at our diary, right? And that was part of it. I'm hesitating hopping into the... Right in your diary. Adjusting sound levels, please wait. Alright. Okay, so, yes. Now, how do I get away from this thing? How do I get out of the chair? I face away, hop out. Clever. Alright, let's get into bed. Count 3. Okay, here we go. Alright, we are now in air conditioning dreamland. Where our clothes is. We're wearing our indoor shoes outside. That's the Japanese nightmare right here. These are outdoor shoes we're wearing outside, but we're also wearing the same shoes indoors. These are our outside shoes. Like these are the shoes we're supposed to be using while we're out on the porch to hang out our laundry. That's I think that's the nightmare. All right, so now we are in Nightmare World. Looks a lot like real life. Or is this not the dream? Alright, I'm interacting with stuff. The Famicom is gone. Instead, we just have TV. Is that the ring? Okay, we can open the door. I thought we were stuck in this one room. Alright. Processing. So this is the room of doors, I guess, which also the number 5 key will take us to. Let's start with this pachinko door. What is this? With a didgeridoo. What the hell is... Alright. I don't... Alright, that makes noises when we walk over. It's... I don't know if that's telling us something. It doesn't seem like it's changing, so this isn't like a Q*bert thing. But it is kind of like... Beep, 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 beep. What is this game? Alright, here's a big pile of stuff, guys. We can get a puppy pile in here, or no? Okay. I do like that sound. Some of these things I can walk through, other ones I cannot. Right? Is that meaningful? Maybe not. Or maybe I can't walk through all of them. Maybe it's just like a really tight clipping path. Alright, pinch cheek is 9. To wake up. Alright, having woken up, does that do anything? Alright, can we now... okay, so you can only go through that door when you're asleep. The Famicom is our clue when we're in the sleep world and the dream world. Again, put on your outdoor shoes. What are you doing, Yume? Or I guess Nikki. Alright, I guess try again. Alright, back to the dream world. Nemo, let's see what happens here. The countdown is interesting. I wonder what the point of the countdown is. Could it be a situation where you decide not to do it? Alright, let's pick the... what presumably the first door would be this one. If we go by clock rules, right? This would be 1 o'clock. The weird scrolling background is certainly disorienting. 157, 764. 98. 3333. 579 441. And all binary. Binary 0101 110 What goes on in here? Can we interact with street lamps? We cannot. The downside of doing these games kind of random and blind is not even really having an understanding of what it is I'm supposed to be doing. Right. And some games like to be intentionally obscure, right? So this one's like kind of like get lamp. Get lamp. We get lamp. All right, and then we can equip lamp power at our desk. Right, so if we pinch cheek, we are ready to descend into text adventures when we get lamp. We're ready to go into Zork. All right, so if we go to the desk, that's where we can select our powers? Or is it only to save? Page 1. I could have swore that's where the game said we could adjust our power. Or we do it in the room of doors. No, you adjust your powers in the room of doors. Okay. 3, 2, 1. So pressing 5, I thought Room of Doors, the 5 keys take it doesn't. 9 wakes you up, that's certain. And then we should be able to adjust our powers here in the Room of Doors. Is the lamp even a power? Let's try this door. More didgeridoo. More Baka artwork. I'm sorry for that. I immediately apologize. I regretted it even as it came out my mouth. You didn't deserve to have that happen to you. Alright, so is it a question of like, because we found the lamp, so something happened when we got the lamp, although... Whether it was like an equipping thing or no? There's something like you get abilities. And I don't know if lamp was ability. Lamp is life. Right? Lamp is life. I am hesitating on doing anything like Googling. But I might need video game hint. Is this are you interactable? Yeah, you. Guess not. Alright, what about this sick graph? Nope. That tag. These little bridges you'd think would be here for a reason. Walking left doesn't seem to do anything. We'll give it a couple more screens to loop around. Oh, there you go. And now we get to the sink and wash our hands. Do we? We do not. The Japanese nightmare continues. Alright, what about this one? Is this one interactable? Nope. Well, let's go through the door. There's no reason not to. Weird shit, okay. I'd call it nightmarish, but that's sort of, the point, isn't it? If I'm supposed to be remembering the artworks, right, I'm in trouble. Okay. Is this our target? It spins when that's it. Nothing about it seems different. We're not turning anything on or turning it off. What about you? You seem conspicuous. Creepy dude fishing. Listen, your ass is about to be missing. Who's gonna find you? This pink hat dude fishing. Is he waving? That's pleasant. This is like the second game in a row where we had someone where one of the characters just looks like they're in a daze. And are just completely over the fucking world. Like, just I guess she's supposed to be sleeping, right? And there's only so much you're gonna do with like 64 pixels, right? But just downtrodden as walking towards the camera, shuffling the feet, not even moving the arms, right? They're just fucking Charlie Brown dragging her way through here. The difference is, at least in Hollow Knight, I could put those dudes out of their misery. Her, it just seems like misery is all there is. So there is, right? We hop in here. Nope. Snake dude over here. There's nowhere else to turn here, right? I guess there's also no reason to assume it's, contiguous, right? There's no reason that the game isn't going to change if going left to right and going right to left are the same. Was that? It's not that it commutes. What's the word I'm looking for? Certainly not that it's consistent, right? Maybe things change when you walk and you come back. No reason it couldn't. Would like to interact with you, and you will not have it. All right, so I guess it's pinching cheek territory. All right. Still Nasu. All right. Interact with the air conditioning. So, right now it's daylight out, right? That does change. Last time we went out, it was darker. So, when you go to sleep, does that matter? Right? So, like, is the point of the Famicom to be here, like, to kind of give you something to do to while away the time? There's no way to get that. To while away the time until you're, until it's dark and you can go to sleep. That's still light out, but I didn't play very long. Let's try it again. Probably overthinking this, but still. Let's see if we can make a difference in life. Alright, it is random. I was gonna say, I think there's a pattern to this. Oh, fuck. The jumping to get it, I feel, is a deviation. This game, this gameplay, this concept of this game, this is not new, this is not unique, this is... You'd probably be hard-pressed to find the first time someone made a game like this, right? Where you get something that's falling from the top of the screen by running left to right. I don't know what the first instance of that would be. You know, like Kaboom or something like that, right? But I'm sure it predates that. This is like the video game equivalent of seasoning food. Like it's not even a concept you could copyright or trademark. It's just like inherent functionality, right? It's just something that you would do. I've never played one of these things, whether it was like on a pocket calculator or cheap handheld you got at the grocery store or anything like that, where you had to jump. You should just be under it is enough, right? To have to jump to grab it is asshole design. It is anti-Chris Crawford. Fuck. Alright. 100 some points. Is that enough? It's still daylight out. Alright, maybe it's unrelated. Maybe it's unrelated. Page 2. Something changed. It's E2, right? So something looked different, I think. Let's go to sleep with the TV on. What can we do to impact this nightmare universe? Alright. Alright, so the TV's on in real life and TV's on in the dream. Something happens. Some sort of East Indian jive music. What's happening here? Press enter, I guess? Yes, press enter. Alright. So that's different. That's not the same. Something about that is different. Let's try 9 p.m. That seems like a very normal door. Oh, we definitely need the lamp that we don't have here, right? That's what this would be useful for. Here in Puddle World. Am I doing good? Am I winning? It's like an existential nightmare, right? It's just like you're supposed to go to video games to feel empowered, right? To feel like you can affect change if given the right circumstances. Now video games have me wandering endlessly. Lamp, 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 lamp. I do like the sky reflections in the puddles. I think that's cool. Aesthetically, I do like a lot about this game. It runs in a... I don't know if it's 640 by 480. It does run like in a somewhat small aspect ratio. I tried to scale it up without any type of smoothing or filtering in OBS. It looks... I see a little bit. And I'm not necessarily happy about that. Right? I like it when you get like crispy pixels. That's if you're giving me like a like a bitmap game, right? I want crispy pixels. No anti-aliasing for me. I want all the alias. Also, how big are the maps here? So we turned this lamp on already, right? That one's already on. Right, okay, so that one's already on. Let's do a left to right thing here. Since the kind of circuitous route doesn't seem to work, so let's go left to right. Till we don't run into lamps to light anymore. Right? Oh! Here we go. We got us a effect entry into out of the subway. Vending machine's gonna make this noise again, isn't it? It's so light, but I do kind of like it. Can't turn on that lamp though. That is not a lamp we can turn on. All right. We're walking. Yes, indeed. I'm suppressing the instinct to do an ease on down the road bit. I don't know the entire genesis of Yume Nikki. I looked into it ever so. Again, I don't want. I want to go into these blind. I don't want to know anything, so I try my best to avoid it. I guess it was designed as part of a game competition with Kadokawa publishers. Which don't ask me which one's Kadokawa and which one's Shusei or whatever it is. I think Kadokawa is. Are they Shonen Jump or no? That's the other one. But I think anything that has like a lot of stuff that has Enterbrain, I think Enterbrain is the one that makes all the maker stuff, like the game maker, RPG maker, shooter maker, like that whole series of games. I think Enterbrain has a hand in a lot of that. They also did like Baseball Simulator, what was it, Baseball Simulator 1000 or whatever. I think is an Enterbrain game. They're one of the ones who you would see them right in the 8 and 16-bit eras. You put a cartridge in, all of a sudden like the Enterbrain logo would come up. They were known, right? Like it was this is the way we came in here. So I'm guessing we don't want to go back that way. But this is, I think, just one person did this. And is it like these areas we need that a power to do something, or an ability, whatever they called that, whatever the phrase was. Shit's low key. I'll grant you that, right? Something I always find myself harping on is, playing games first thing in the morning. I don't need reflex taxing stuff, right? Like, it's too early for that. So yeah, this is definitely low key. Which I do enjoy. Okay, yeah, I think that's... Oh, hi. Cool. Good to talk to you. Good to talk to you. Thought it was like a uterus for a second, like we got like biblically accurate angels. Is that what? All right, I'm gonna stop stopping at them and hitting enter. Because I don't think that that's going to do anything. All right, let's go. We'll do right one more time. And then again, we'll kind of fall back to that. There's nothing saying that you have to go right. Maybe going left will make something different happen. Or is this just like an endless loop? And we're in cheek pinching territory. Alright, so that does look different. Game wants you to go up. I don't want to go up. What's your story? And over here. Alright. Let's find out what's in this dude's head, shall we? Like, full marks for creativity on this game, though. We're kind of stuck here. What is this game? Are we not? Are there supposed to be, like, again, like... Alright, I'm fixing to Google here, right? As we creep up on... Whatever we're at, like 45 minutes into here? Yeah, 45 minutes in. I know it said something about lamp, right? And it said something about going to the room of doors by pressing 5 on the keyboard, and that doesn't do anything. You'll need the lamp, but we have the lamp. How do I equip the lamp? Right? Like, that was one of the... Traffic light. So we also have traffic light, right? So we have lamp and we have traffic light. But what do we do with it? Not a lot of keys to press. That's why I wrote down what your options were, right? Your options are 9 to pinch cheek, enter to examine, and 5 to go to the room of doors. 5 doesn't do anything, at least it isn't for me. Right? 5 doesn't do anything. Alright. So maybe we will pinch cheek. And then try to go get the lamp again. Alright, so it's daylight. 3, 2, 1. And now it's dream world. Check out the TV real quick. Alright. And then we went down here and we went here. Right? This is where we got lamp, was this one. Right? So we went down to the binary room. Through that door. Does waking up reset your powers or something like that? Into here. And then we went kind of like down and to the right. Can't turn those ones on. And around here somewhere was the lamp. Just kind of walking around. Is he still here? Or again, did we get it and then... And now we have it somehow, some way. We have lamp and traffic light. Alright, that's how we got in here. Alright, let's try hard right. I thought it was down at the right, maybe it was just to the right. The door again. Alright. Let's give one of these. So they're called effects. Yume, Nikki, effects. Alright. I'm gonna start simple. Like, you made Nikki controls. Like, am I missing... something? Alright. How to use effects. How do you use effects? Alright, so we're gonna try this real quick. Effect. Lamp tutorial. Okay. Effect. Traffic light. Tutorial. Pick your number keys. Pinch your cheek. Examine certain spots to gain a new effect. After... Okay, so use the effects from the menu. You can get rid of effects in the room of doors. Number key 5. Alright. So I think while we're asleep... So first things first. Let's zoom in here. Does it match up with your numbers on your keyboard? Doesn't seem like it. So if I go back here, okay, E3. So all right. So we are collecting it three. We have 3 effects. All right. So back to sleep. Back asleep. All right. And now escape. Effects. Lamp. All right. This door this door. So now we have the lamp effect. It doesn't seem to actually light anything up, though. Alright, let's try the traffic light effect. Alright, escape to go and apply effects. I did inadvertently see there are 24 effects. So maybe a percentage of the point is trying to get all the effects. Oh, what you got? Umbrella? We got a bumper shoot. Alright, what's the umbrella effect do? Now it's raining. Cool. I go back down here. And then once I want to go right. Well, we had to go up first, didn't we? Make our way through the woods. But we went through the other way last time. Dead end here. This dead tree or something? Alright. So do we do a different, like, if lamp on lamp stump, is this, like, do a lamp when we, could we talk to the lamp? No. If we do traffic light, could we interact with the lamp? No. I want to say we headed right, and at one point in time the screen ended. And then we were able to go into the next section, or didn't we run into like a dude on the road? It was something like that. Right. Just go back down. Alright. So the way we did it the first time is we went down here, interacted with Yuhai, right? And down and to the left to the first break. And then after the first break, up and in, up and in, to the left, more up, further upping. Then right, and eventually didn't come back down out. I know we had that one lamp that was down there, but there's nothing we could do to interact with it. And through here. back down here. And then after this, then I think it's to the right. Yep, there's that dude. Hit him a couple times, and then it'll stop. And then we go to the right a couple times, past the uteruses, at least 3 times, and then to the left. And that'll take us to the sketchy part. Right, screen stops, uteruses. Alright. That one right there in the middle, like that one has a unique pattern. So we'll just keep an eye peeled for when we see that one again. I don't know if there's a fixed number of times we have to walk past it, but I think we walked past it at least 3 times last time, so I see no reason why it wouldn't be 3 times this time either. Right? So definitely saw that one before. Right, there's that unique one. 1, 2, 3. One who got like 4 bits on him. So maybe we should also try the other effects while we're here, right? So is that gonna matter? Now we walk the other way when we see the first one. Okay, now we'll go this way. Again, is this what you actually have to do? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's what I did previously. Weird one. Screen stops. Cartoon world. No, not yet cartoon world. Not yet. Down here. Now over here. Past... Was that Eve from Evangelion? As much as I quote it, you think I'd... That was Eve, right? It's Shinji's mom, Adam. This shit changed a lot. It wasn't very consistent. What would tell you one moment and what things actually were kept flipping around on you. Alright. So, we got the lamp now. We are lamping here. Lamp, 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 lamp. Okay. What if we umbrella'd here? And what if we traffic lamped here? Doesn't seem like anything. When I click off, it stops. That's very interesting. The animation just sort of zeroes out. All right. Oh. I see you have to press 1 through 3 on the keyboard. Now he stops. Go. Stop. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's something. All right, so then we have to also turn the lamp on. All right. Ah, you can't pinch your cheek while you're transformed. But you can pinch your cheek while you have the umbrella out. Interesting. All right. Gotta have a free hand. Okay, that makes sense. Have to have a hand at all. Alright, so we can't go through there now. Let's turn the TV off. Alright. Back into Dream. TV off. Start with the door at 12 o'clock. Or actually, no, we are the door at 12 o'clock. Alright. That's us. We are at 12 o'clock. Let's try 3 o'clock. We haven't been there before. Alright. Does anyone react to anything we got here? Traffic light. Lamp. Static is cool. Alright, so there's that invisible maze here. I think with the lamp we'd be able to see it, right? But no, we cannot, not with the lamp. Alright, to get to the ladder, it's probably going to be an obscure. Like, you gotta go the wrong direction at least a little bit. Right? That's how mazes usually work. It's not... You gotta go the wrong direction a tiny bit, and then you can start to go the right direction after you go sufficiently wrong direction enough times. So we get back to the here. Alright, so starting from here, right? That's our first up. That seems like a dead end. Alright. This is up as well. So we'll jam on left. Okay, we can go left here. Up, left, up. Up here. I think we've already been up here. That's a loop, right? Okay, so that loops. Down here, over here. All right. Might be forced to take some extreme measures here. Let's see. Just start drawing on the screen or something like that to try to figure out where it is we can and can't go. All right. Is there a way I can draw on the screen here to make it easy? Not in OBS. All right, let's try to get back to the beginning here. All right, so here's a start, right? And up here is a dead end. Definitely found that dead end. And the next turn up, dead end. Left, though, eventually we can go left, right? Because left leads up to this little square bit. All right, so we got the square bit. This all the way goes to a dead end, right? Come back here. And then this is a square. Like, if we can just sort of, like that, that's a square, right? Up here. Square. Oh. Oh, hold on. Hey. Did it. And and now we've dropped down from 16 bits to a lesser, maybe 8-bit Earthbound interpretation. What is? Oh, this is cool. Bedroom, get bedroom, roll, pinch your cheek number. Effects menus. You can get rid of the effects in the room of doors. You can save the game by so even rechanging this around, that's pretty nifty. Oh, all right, so that's got this has some class. Now I don't know if any of these can be used here. And suspiciously like Mother, aka Earthbound, or Mother. Earthbound would be the sequel to Mother, right? What's behind the doors? This dude down here. So you get like the denizens of the dreams. I feel like you have to have like a certain effect to interact with them. Is that? Up these Escher stairs, down these stairs. I do really like the entire aesthetic change here. It's actually very cool. And I'm glad that it's the artwork variation isn't just limited to wacky geometric. What if the floor was the sky? Like I find this to be a very appealing video gameception. And wanted to go more. I wanted to go further down. I want the pixels to get bigger and the palettes to get thinner. I want more. Tried to lamp this dude. Lamp, no lamp, lamp, no lamp. Not impressed. Tried traffic light this dude. Traffic light, no traffic light. Dude doesn't care. Alright, up the stairs. promising from like a video game stance, right? Like exactly what you would hope to happen. Alright, so now they stop marching. But does that... Is there a point to them to stop marching? Incidentally, they almost did fulfill my wish there of the color palette getting smaller, right? Getting tighter. Certainly on those dudes, you're down like to 4 colors. So, pretty great. Regular lamp. They care about regular lamp? They don't care about regular lamp, but I'm guessing they're not going to care about umbrella. The only thing that they respond to is the traffic light. And even then, you know, they're just stopping. But there's no interacting with them, like I was maybe hoping we could. Going down further. Okay, so everyone who animates looks like they, if they actively animate the stop sign, stop light, you know, puts a halt to that. The question becomes like, what's the utility now? Like, when is that a necessary function? Mushrooms? Badgers, 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 badgers. African snake. Keep them from blocking the door. Get Oni! Nice. Dusty Diamonds All-Star Softball. We're gonna get up there with our big spike back and bat and whack the shit out of things. Alright, what's the Oni effect? Make it thunder? And lightning. I guess technically both. Cool. Let's check that upstairs. I'm guessing that you're not going to use your power on the level you found it, right? That would be overly simplistic. But we'll still go check out that, whatever was the sort of snowman looking. They kind of remind me a little bit of, like, what was that? Shin Megami Tensei characters. Something about them. It's like a Frosty Jack, right? Something. Alright. So I'm guessing we got the Oni power. If there are 24 powers as sort of inadvertently discovered, and there's 12 positions on the clock, or 12 positions of doors, including this one, it should mean there's 2 in each one, but if there's not a power at this level, or maybe we get it by beating the Famicom game, right? So maybe it is hidden there. So maybe there's 2 on each. Got 5 effects. And obviously with being... Okay. What else is there? 14 out of 20. 5 effects, 1 out of 1 health. What's 14 out of 20? 14 out of 20 what? Alright, we can't make it thunder here. We can make it rain, though. we just did door number 3, right? Door number 4. And actually, there's more than 12 here because it's a tight little corridor down there, right? So you got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are a full 12 doors down here. 2 powers in each, but maybe you have to use a power to unlock a power in another door, right? Like it's kind of sequential. So maybe every door has a readily accessible power and a power you gotta use another power to get all of them. Here in the candle room. Start by just walking aimlessly right. Get that candle cluster again. But this is the door we came through, isn't it? This is our starting door. That's our starting door. Alright, so let's walk aimlessly down. Because there's no interacting with the candles themselves. I guess we could try and swap effects, right? Like, there's like a Mega Man aspect to this game. Then you got to use power A in level B. So this is different. Let's head the direction they're heading. Trying to tell us something. Okay, let's go this direction. Nope. Are these dudes eventually going to intersect? And then what happens? They're just going to go past each other? Does any of it matter? Not particularly, doesn't look like it. Okay. Got a bed here, though. What if we went to sleep in a dream? Let's find out about it. That didn't take long. Actually, that was way too short. Can we go... We have to go down the stairs? Because going up the stairs doesn't seem to be the solution. Ignore the first thing we see. Proceed onward. Traffic light. Stop. I don't know what you're doing, but I know I don't like it. Cool. It's like the room from Shimboru. Toshi Matsumoto's film. Accurate audio. Alright, try our different effects. The Mario dying sound? What is that? Lamp. The other room? What's happening over here? It's another bed? And here we will stay forever, I guess. Or no. Spaceship bed. Sleep good with thunder and lightning. I'm guessing there's a music... I mean, I don't know how consistent it's supposed to be. But maybe there's like a musical thing that we can get into that will make interacting with him more feasible. Oh, this is a situation where I guess we gotta pinch our cheek and wake up because we're gonna be stuck. Because there's gonna be no getting out of here. Alright. Okay. Be nice if it will make some progress. It's just right now kind of going into these doors somewhat randomly. So first door is where we got the lamp. I guess let's try the second door. I'm assuming that there's no like logical consistency to this, right? Like, oh, so in her normal form you can sit down and just sort of cool. All right, traffic light make everyone stop, right? It's a door here. It is not a door. What about you? So you can be clipped through. Alright, so what else to try on this level? So we know what traffic light's gonna do. Traffic light seems like it's self-explanatory, right? So we also have Oni. An umbrella. Because we want to make it rain. Alright, let's try Oni. Okay, can't make it thunder here. For reasons. But can we make it rain here? Sure can. Alright. Eventually we're going to loop around. But there's got to be something to uncover here. Or is this... Again, the order on it doesn't necessarily have to be logical, right? It could be... We got to get something that we get late in the game to come back here to get door number 2. There's no reason to assume... that door number 2 should follow door number 1. Interacting with everything and everyone. So that you can walk over. This one seems unique. Still doesn't matter. One, two, three. All right. Is that maybe a door? Oh, is that a door? It's certainly an opening. All right, cool. Progress of a kind. We provide light here. Traffic light. Doesn't stop anything. Yeah, it's a conceptually it's always fun to have something where it's like, oh, this is dream logic, and have it transition over to now play a game with dream logic, right? The downfalls are obvious because we're not usually operating with dream logic when we're awake, and it's not like it's something that's consistent from person to person. This bitch again. I feel like I've run into you before. Did I not? Yeah, she teleported me here. So I feel like that was the right thing to do. Is she's gonna hunt you down and grab you, so you have to use the stoplight to stop her from chasing you down. So in some ways, I think that was the right thing to do. Is to use a stoplight. The question becomes, can we get back there? Alright. This bitch is narcoleptic, man. Every time you turn around, she's gone to sleep. Alright. So let's try to puzzle this together. There is a door. I don't know how aimlessly we wandered through this to find that door. So I don't know that I can do it again. But knowing roughly what to look for, maybe it's not that far down. Right, so if we just kind of come through here and just cut right. Hopefully the door's just somewhere here, right? Like it's not genuine. Like it was just looping me to loop. It's not like really 35 levels down. It's just kind of here. Hopefully. Okay, so hopefully that's the door. Okay. And to test the theory, because I think that she chased us down, she touched us, and that's when we got dumped in the woods. She wished us into the cornfield like that kid in the Twilight Zone, right? Or is that Amazing Stories? Or was it The Outer Limits? It was one of them. I think it's Twilight Zone. I think it's Twilight Zone. Actually, I think pretty sure it was... don't matter. Alright. So I think that bitch is gonna hunt us down. If she sees us, right? Yes. So what we want to do is turn on the traffic light. Put the kibosh on her. Now we're free to explore this area. Which I guess under normal circumstances we can't do. So some small fragment of this makes video game sense to me. We are stopping that character and we're going where she was. Right? Because something bad happened to us when she got to us, so we want to keep her from getting to us. Question is, does this just loop around, or... So that dead ends there. The wandering aimlessly mechanic, I don't have strong hatred for. I kind of like it. I like exploration games. I dig it. This one takes it to like a bit more of a degree than you normally run into, right? This is certainly further along into art experiment. And where that becomes important is like I don't know where to trust my instincts of like, oh well, this is that might be that's where it is. Oh, this makes sense logically, right? Like, I don't know where to trust my instincts on that, and where I should be like, no, you can't expect that to make... You can't expect that to make sense. I'm going to get up onto this conduit here. Alright, I think we don't want to touch that chick. Is that not the chick who teleported us? So we're going to ignore her for the moment. I'm going to have her this vending machine that we can't get to. Okay. But there was that little room, that little dot-shaped room. Isn't that down here? Yeah. That chick again. Is she coming for us? Like if I go over here, or was that a coincidence? She certainly seems like she's coming for us, right? Okay. Clearly doors to something. Is there anything else here? That's how we came in here, so then yes. Yeah, back to what I was saying. It's just an observation of when you get a little bit, when you stray a little bit towards the art project, you know, stuff doesn't have to make sense, which does make it a little bit of a challenge to, like, you know, play and progress. Wibbly man. Wibbly man with your wibbliness. If I bring you over to here. Two wibbly men. So they aren't even pausing because of my stoplight. They just are not interested in interacting. Okay, so we pick this up. And then we gotta do something with it, presumably. So this one's throwing up pink versus the green the other one was throwing up. Alright, so now we got the pink one and a green one. Is there a third color we gotta achieve here? It's the green one again, isn't it? Is there another effect we should use now that we're here? So, try the lamp. Is that the way we came in? No. Nope, no, 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 no. Okay, that is the way we came in. Make it rain? There's the pink one. Green one. More pink. Should you maybe not mix the colors? Should you just pick up like all of the one kind? Just something like that. Spinning my umbrella don't do nothing. I think we only pick up one copy of each. At least that's what it looks like. So, I don't know. I felt like I was onto something there for a minute. Like, okay, traffic light, you just pass this and to get to this area, and then what? Now I don't know. I would have thought that maybe there was an effect to pick up here. Maybe. Alright. We're gonna let this chick take us. Is this the same thing as before? Is she gonna hunt us down and then... Yeah, just teleport us to a square somewhere. Alright. I feel like I have a solid grasp on what the game is. And it does seem like it is for the most part. There's some adventure, there's some puzzle solving, there is some exploration, but it seems like there's maybe very linear solutions to the puzzles. Right? That it's almost like a choose your own adventure book. Right? We're gonna have to go to chapter 1 and then chapter 8 and then chapter... I feel like there's a set pattern to it. and then finding the set pattern is the gist of the game, right? It's kind of the point of the game. I love the art style. I like the aesthetic. I find it very, very appealing, particularly when they did the thing about going back to, like, 8-bit um, mother graphics, including changing like the menus and stuff. I thought that was really clever. I'm sure there's a lot of interesting interactions that you have between the effects, right? There's something like 24 effects and all those different environments. I'm guessing certain things do certain things in certain places, and then that's really where they're most useful. So yeah, that's Yume Nikki. Start to kind of wrap up. As I mentioned, doing random games for the next, I don't know, handful of days. Thus far, did Binding of Isaac, Rain World, Hollow Knight, and today we did Yume Nikki. Still to do Pharaoh Plus, Cthulhu Saves the World, Pool of Madness, Unread Messages, Death Machine, Maniac, and Dwarf Fortress. Again, something like Dwarf Fortress, I might start that a little bit early because I thought this was an RPG, so this is an exploration game. I thought, well, I know Dwarf Fortress is in the completely arduous game, so that one I'll probably do a slightly longer stream when the time comes for it, because I think it's the only way you're going to be able to give it a fair shake is to get some time, right, to let it start to work, to get involved, because it's so context heavy, right? You just gotta start to understand what the game wants you to do. So let's start with what the next game's going to be. Let me uncomment the code that's stopping the spinner at Yume Nikki. Remove Yume Nikki from the list. And the gist of it is play through all of these games, try them out, see what's good, see what people suggested, see what might be interested in playing through entirely, or entirely is a strong word, at least somewhat, through a lot of it. I make no guarantees about playing anything to 100%, or beating everything. That's not the goal. The goal is just to have a good time playing the games until we feel like, hey, that's a good place to stop, right? Whether that's seeing the credits roll or did with Animal well, like, okay, we'll go ahead, we'll do everything, we'll get all the achievements, and then that's a good place to stop. They're all going to be different points. I am planning on playing Natsumon, which is a summer memories game. There's been a bunch of them in the series. There's been different ones. That comes out in actually, I guess a couple months technically. The game itself is out, but the English version will not be out until August 26th. It's June 28th as of this recording. When that does come out, I do plan on playing that and playing a good bit of it, right? Again, am I going to do every little bit of it? No, but I'm certainly going to play through it. In the meantime, got our spins ready. Let's spin it up. Rule of threes. We're going to spin the roulette 3 times. The third one it stops on, that's going to be the one to play. Here we go. First one. Not going to work. Try again. Not going to work. Not going to work. Ever have one of those days? We're just not going to spin? Is that how it's going to be? All right. See if I can figure out what's making it mad. You tell me. So Pool of Madness. We will not be playing Pool of Madness unless it comes up again. So the first one, that's just our first spin. Second spin. Bigger number. Rolling a lot faster. Death Machine. And the game we actually will be playing on Monday. I don't usually stream on weekends. Low number. Cthulhu Saves the World. All right, so another, I think that's also by the real Monty Python. It was one that she suggested. It suggested. Monty makes me think of a woman name. Cthulhu Saves the World, which I believe is an RPG. So yeah, I like Cthulhu mythos. I've always been into it, even if the books aren't necessarily, always the most accessible things. I like the concept of it. The elder gods in the eternal horror. All right, so that will be revisited on Monday. Unlikely I ever stream on the weekends. It's always possible. That's what notifications are for. If you follow and then I decide to play on a random day, as for notifications. And if notifications aren't your thing, then that's what the VOD is for. The VOD itself is actually on YouTube. That's where we're backing up things permanently. I don't have enough clout on Twitch to get them to keep the videos, so I do have to back them up. As time goes on, maybe that'll change and they'll decide to let me do that sort of stuff, right? But they do gatekeep that function, and that'll become available to me whenever it becomes available to me, if it ever becomes available, right? That's life. Other than that, special thanks to the real Monty Python. Thank you for stopping by to watch. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it. I was getting a little lost there, so I appreciate when people get me in the right direction. I know a lot more people chat than actually, a lot of people watch than actually chat. So if you're watching, don't be afraid to stop by and chat. I always appreciate the feedback, particularly if I get caught on something and it's kind of obvious, right? Feel free to push me in the right direction. Otherwise, everyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. It means a lot to me. People watch. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend it with me. And to everyone who wasn't watching, I'd like to thank you for not watching. I appreciate that as well. It means a lot to me when people leave me the fuck alone. I hope everyone has a good day. Peace out and deuces. We'll see you on Monday.